A call came in one Sunday afternoon to discuss a housing project in Afram Plains. The client's main problem and need was the fact that he was not finding suitable accommodation for his site engineers on the farming projects. That's when we came. Hello and welcome to Uncontained Spaces. My name is Amelia. So after the call, we had 2 discovery meetings to really understand and ascertain the need of our clients. We understood that he needed 6 accommodation spaces for the site engineers, plus an office and then a kitchen. So then we paid a visit to the site in Afram Plains. When we got to the site, we realized that the layout we had in mind would not work because there was a major tree in the middle of the site and the client is a lover of trees, so he wanted us to keep all the trees on site.
And then you have the accommodation, one on this side, one on this side, one on the back side.
Yeah.
Tree in the center.
Yeah.
And then what we said is we'll keep any decent sized tree.
Yeah.
So like there's a decent size there, decent size there.
Yeah. So it's open, you can drive in. Yeah.
So we had to plan or reroute our positionings around the tree. So then we have this positioning where all the containers are facing the tree in the middle. That will serve as a shade or for aesthetic purposes. After the site visits, the clock started ticking for us. We quickly started mobilizing materials from sourcing quality shipping containers and also the other materials to use. At Uncontained, we value quality and quality is non-negotiable for us. So we sourced from the best and got all the materials to use, from wood to the cladding materials, insulation, paint, floor tiles, bathroom fittings. Everything was sourced from the best. And we quickly started assembling the units in Accra. So we built it to almost completion before we started transporting it to site. And voila, we had a major problem transporting it. Everybody that has been to Afram Plains or knows Afram Plains knows that one of the major challenges is having access to the pontoon to cross over to the other side. And we were on the other side. So we spent quite a number of days at the other side to be able to transport our containers. So almost about 1 or 2 containers were able to be transported in a day, and then the next day the rest kept coming in. Another challenge was the bumpy roads that we have to go through to come to Afram Plains. Because when we finally delivered the units on the side, we had a few cracks in the units, and so we had to quickly fix them. We brought in a crane from Accra to position the containers for us, and it was all done in a day. It went on smoothly and we had no challenges with that. We jump on right onto the finishing works of the project. So we first of all did the roofing, which we had the wood members and an aluminium roofing sheet on it. And then to make the porch more convenient and also more insulated, we put plywood right underneath the roof just to keep the heat from hitting the roofing sheet or hitting the individual sitting under it directly. and we wanted the wooden design to blend with the black containers, so then we left it uncovered. We also did the porch, and we decided to use a stamped concrete here. The reason why we did the stamped concrete is because it's easier to maintain and it's durable. Now, considering the fact that this is a farm or a group of engineers, we are assuming that they will return from sites with mud under their shoes or dust and all of that, and the stamped concrete is easier to clean in those situations, so then we use the stamped concrete. We use a maximum of 3 days to have the stamped concrete done, stamped, and then clean or polished. We quickly jump on to fix the glazing, the doors, then we started the internal finishing, which was fixing the bed, the wardrobes, the WCs and shower partitions and shower fittings, and also the floor finish was done earlier, and we finally did the final painting and touches. We ran our electrical tests and our water tests, and everything was working fine and perfect. We immediately imagined a site engineer returning from site all worn out and tired, looking for a place to rest and freshen up. So we took one 40-foot container, divided it into two to create 2 bedrooms, and in each bedroom we have a double-sized bed with a comfy mattress. We also have the wardrobe for storage. It's big enough and it's designed to fit the space, so all the clothing and excess luggages can go in there. It also comes with a shoe rack so that we don't have shoes scattered all over the place. And then we also have a television wall mounted to entertain the engineer, and then an air conditioning as well to keep the place cool. Now let me take you through to the washroom as part of each bedroom. Now the washroom is designed to make you feel at home and comfortable. So we have a shower cubicle that can accommodate any body size. We also have the WC, we have the hand wash basin, and on top of it, we added a water heater so that you can enjoy both cold and warm showers. Obviously, you cannot have this big space without a kitchen, a place where all the food is prepared and stored from. So we designed a kitchen as well to add up to the accommodation spaces. And so we have a 15 feet by 8 foot space for the kitchen area, and then we designed the kitchen cabinets to fit the space perfectly. So we have the washer, which is a washing machine. In it we have the burner, an oven, and an extractor, so it's a complete set for cooking. And then also we have a double door fridge and then a microwave, and we have our kitchen sink as well, and all the cabinets can be used for storage, as well as the countertop can also be used. And we have the kettle as well fitted into this small space, and it's a complete kitchen set. And on top of that, we decided to add in a dining set. So we have a dining table with a 4-seater or 4 chairs added to it. So on this particular size, 4 people can have their dinner at the same time, and then the rest can join in later. But the table is big enough that we can add on more chairs, and then the whole family can be seated by the table to have their dinner. In the design phase, the client also mentioned that the project was for his senior site engineers to help them with the farming project happening in Afram Plains. So there is no way we can complete this project without adding an office space to it. So then we designed an office space as well. And in that office space, we have the manager's desk and then a 4-seater workstation to be able to host the other engineers that will come on the site. Assuming there is a meeting on site and there are a lot of guests that come around, we didn't want them to be using the washrooms in the bedroom. So then we added a guest washroom to the office. So we have in that guest washroom, we have a 1 WC, a hand wash basin, and a mirror that is accessible to everybody that is on the site. So it doesn't matter if you don't have accommodation here, you can have a place of convenience on the site. Myself and my team were particularly excited and happy about this project because it has some adventure attached to it. The fact that we have to cross a river and then move right into the middle of the forest to work. But we are really glad and excited that we have been able to pull this off right within the timelines, and everything came out perfectly as we planned it. For us at Uncontained, client satisfaction is something that we value most, because then we work with the client from day one right through to the end of the project. And with this particular project, I'm excited to say that the client is happy, his staff are happy, and everybody likes what they see.
First of all, I'm very impressed with how the setup is and how the material is quality. You can see you use good quality materials. I didn't think it would turn out this way.
But I was impressed at the first meeting when you said it will be done in 6 weeks. So you said it and you delivered the containers in 6 weeks. And also we had a visit at your work site, which we saw they were working simultaneously on, I think, all the containers at the same time. So I think, you have a good working system, and I would say just keep on building on that and delivering, what people want.
We could say that we are masters in delivering work in even the remote areas in Ghana, places that people would normally not want to go, or places that are hard to reach. The containers, Uncontained, can reach there. And so for farming projects, construction projects in remote areas, I think we could say we are masters of the game, or we have the specialty to pull off any kind of accommodation or office projects that you may have.